Hi everybody, welcome back to Critical Mass. Well, we just watched Wandavision, Season 1, Episode 3. Supposed to change everything, they said, compared to the first two episodes. A lot more clues, a lot more things happening. Well, did it change anything? Let's talk about it. Alright, so we came away from the first two episodes saying really well acted. They got the years and the feel of the old shows correct. Mm-hmm. It really felt like we're kind of watching those old shows. And we talked about the mystery.
Yeah, and the jumping through time kind of thing.
Yeah, that they see progression through time. Going from the 60s to the 70s now.
Well, let's be clear on when we said good acting. It was a good portrayal of a 60s acting job,
like,
you know?
If he was trying to be Dick Van Dyke and she was trying to be in Bewitched, that's what it looked like.
Acting for the era.
Yeah, but it was very cheesy acting.
But but perfect for that.
Yes,
right?
They pulled it off.
Yeah. I found they carried that through quite well. I think the 70s, and I'm not saying the acting was great, I'm saying it's great for a 70s show.
Well, I'll say the acting was really pretty spot on. Like, if you're imitating that era, that was pretty spot on. Reminded me exactly of those shows. So I'm going to give them full credit for that. And of course, the mystery. What's really going on? First episode, little hint here. Second episode, a little bit more of a hint.
We know that Wanda at least has some kind of an understanding of what's going on. Or the memories are there and she's just trying to unlock them because some things are mentioned and she starts to remember her life from before. She's stuck in this sort of televerse.
She doesn't seem to be the one who wants to remember it.
Well, here's the thing. She wants to remember it. But then there are these points where she comes too close to asking the right questions and then the scene redoes itself as though it never happened, and it's back to the regular pretend life.
Yeah, but I think she's responsible for that.
Is she? Or is somebody rewinding it for her?
Well, trying to keep the spoilers out of this, at one point, the ending of this episode, Wanda's responsible for that. Mm-hmm. And then when Vision comes back in, she kind of, she just had to leave.
It's like even she's in on trying to get Vision not to figure it out.
Now remember, in the movies, Vision is dead, right? He's no longer around. He didn't come back when the glove snapped. So is she making all this up in her mind so she could live a happy life with Vision? And every time it's hinted that it's not really happening, is she the one that's resetting it?
See, if that were the case, she seems too interested to find out what's going on. This doesn't seem right. I want to know the answers. So if she was making it up herself because she wanted to be in this pretend life, then that wouldn't make sense. It seems like she wants to know the truth in the episodes at the end of the episode. But if she doesn't want to know the truth because she wants to live in a world with Vision, those two contradict each other.
Unless she's like, wait, are you trying to break my reality here? Are you trying to do this to me? And change it back to the way she wants it.
Well,
but we also know there's an outside force.
There's definitely, yeah. So the doctor, when he said that nobody really escapes from here when he wanted to go on vacation, that was a big hit.
Mm-hmm. Plus, it's starting, even the surrounding areas now and the neighbors are even starting to act even weirder.
Yeah, they all sort of know what's going on, but they can't say anything because somebody's watching them, it looks like.
Yeah, but the female friend, the gossiper, she's commenting on one of the other people. They just came out of nowhere, and that's kind of strange.
But they're not allowed to say anything about it.
They say she doesn't belong here. She's not one of us. She's not married. She doesn't have a home here. In other words, is she an infiltrator trying to sneak in? And even at the end, not going to spoil it, but something happens to that character at the end. And it's outside of Wandavision, shall we say.
Okay, so if I get this, straight, what you guys think is she wants to create this life for herself with Vision in her life, and all the surrounding characters are her team, and they act as her team.
No.
But now the outside force has sent infiltrators in, and her team are saying, what's up with this? This isn't right.
Yeah, not necessarily, because I think not everybody is necessarily on her team, but I think they are all in the same boat together.
I think we have Hydra involved. I think we have Sword involved. I think we have a lot of different outside influences going on. I'm just not sure if Wanda, is Wanda subconsciously her own self resetting herself to keep herself in a good reality, or if somebody's forcing her into that reality, or is it the good guys? She's kind of gone crazy, and they're keeping her in this nice, calm reality to protect the world, because she's so powerful that, she causes earthquakes when she has a contraction, So there's a lot of possibilities. Like I said in the first two episodes we saw, I think not necessarily the acting and the thing, it's the mystery that's going to keep me coming back and watching it.
Now, I watched a lot of reviews after we did our chat, and some pretty big reviewers out there are saying this is the worst TV show I have ever seen. I don't want to keep watching
Disagree.
this.
Yeah, I would disagree. It's not. I'm enjoying this more than season 2 of The Mandalorian, and I'm a bigger Star Wars fan by far.
I'm really liking the attention to certain details that they're putting in these eras. In the 50s eras, and the 60s and the 70s. There's details in the film quality. And in just in little things like in the intros and the the
even
theme
different
songs.
theme songs every episode kind of thing. What I also like is I enjoyed this episode more than I enjoyed the first 2, so that gives me hope that they're even going to get better as we go along. And like I said, the mystery is good. We don't know what's going on. Is it Wanda doing it? Is it Sword doing it? Is it Hydra doing it? What's going on?
What? See, they had this big thing where this guy crawls out of a sewer with bees around him.
Yeah.
Whatever happened with that?
She reset it.
And also, did you notice on his back, he had the sword symbol
Okay.
on his back as well.
But they didn't show her resetting it.
Well,
she said no.
No.
And then it went back into the side.
Oh, did that happen?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So she
Thanks for joining us, Paul.
Yeah. glad you were paying attention.
I do like the mystery. I do like to see how they're going to make the TV shows feel like that era. But I really don't like that era of TV shows, so I'm not enjoying that part. I'm just enjoying the actors showing me how they're doing it.
Well, if what we've seen you don't have to worry about watching a 70s show anymore because that one's done. And I'm anticipating an 80s version coming up.
Yeah, who knows? And now the children are involved, which is directly from the comics and everything, so they're maintaining that. It's going to be interesting to find out, is Vision really there? Is Vision not there? Does she bring him back to life? What happens? It's got my curiosity piqued. I was worried when I saw all the previews. It did not interest me in the least looking at the trailers and everything for this show. But I gave it a chance, and I'm kind of starting to get into it now.
Now, for people that have already turned it off after the first episode, would you say, after the third episode, this is reason for them to come back?
Give it the 3 episodes before you say no to something.
Yeah.
The first episodes are...
Okay, but those who have already said no.
No, go back and watch it. Give it to 3. Give it to 3. If it doesn't draw you into
don't like it by now,
then it's not your cup of tea.
Do you think that people who turned it off after the first episode will keep watching after the third episode? Has something sufficiently changed for them to enjoy it more?
I think you're drawn into the mystery a lot more.
I think by sort of understanding what's happening a little more, and now that color's been introduced and we see sort of relationships and connections in the town, I think that people might want to give it another go.
And not only that, if we think this is going to be nothing but a 50s and 70s spoof all through it, it's not going to be. It's changing weekly.
Yeah.
Something by the end is going to change everything that we're watching, and it won't look the same. I'm pretty much guarantee that. So
if you've watched the first episode, you're going to have, and people have turned it off after that. They're turning it off with I'm not going to watch this 1950s reboot show.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in that. That's not what it is.
Here's a clue. Seinfeld, first season, did horrible in the ratings. turned out to be one of the #1 comics of all time and shows of all time. Give it a chance. Give this show a chance. It's not... If you don't like it, it's not your cup of tea, great. But don't just say, these people say it's all bad and it's a 50s spoof, I don't want to watch it. Give it a few episodes.
All right. So now that we've cleared the entire show up for you.
Yeah. I'm going to keep watching it. I'm looking forward to the next episode.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Yeah, I have to because I want to see how they do it again.
See, the mystery. The mystery brings you back every time. Let us know what you guys think. Are you keeping on watching it? Have you watched it? Did episode 3 change your mind? Increase your interest? Or are you really getting bored of the show? Because I'm getting more interested, but I do understand if it's not for you. I really would. Well, until next time, guys, we'll see you on the channel.